So you clicked on this video for two reasons. One, you want to stop being average. Two, you want to know what the hell I'm talking about. All right. Stop being average, bro. Stop that. You're limiting yourself to like so many different ways. It's crazy, bro. Like, you do the bare minimum. You think you're getting far. You're not. You're not getting the results you want, but you think you're putting in a lot of work or the amount of work to get the results. You're not, bro. Here's what I mean by that. There's so many people in general doing what you're doing right now or what you're working towards right now. And you're meeting everybody at that same mediocre level. Everybody thinks that, oh, I do the bare minimum, I'm gonna get to where I wanna get to. That might be true, but you're not gonna be able to really take that shit to the top. You gotta outwork everybody. That's what I mean by stop being mediocre, stop being average. You gotta outwork everybody. Put in the time and the little details and the little work that other people aren't doing. People, you YouTube, right? People working on YouTube and shit, right? Maybe they're not looking at analytics all the time. Maybe they're not studying other YouTubers. Maybe they're not making as many videos as they could be. Beat that. Outwork them. If you're an athlete, everybody's doing, you got a team, right? Whatever you might be doing. Everybody's got a team in most sports. You see your team doing something, they might be pushing it, right? Push past that. They're saying, oh yeah, bro, I'll be running 5 miles a day. Run 6, run 7. Push past that. Work out every day. Instead of doing 5 days a week that your team might be doing, do 6 and have one rest day. One rest day I think is definitely a must because you got to let your body recover and you're just going to kill your immune system and get sick. You know what I'm saying? You got to outwork everybody. You want to be above average. You want to be the greatest YouTuber. You want to be a successful YouTuber the fastest amount of time you possibly can be. You want to be the greatest athlete. You want to be the greatest golf player. You want to be the greatest surfer, whatever it might be, right? Greatest artist even, right? Do the things that those people don't want to do. Do the things that you don't want to do, but you know will help you, right? You think boxers love to run? I mean, some might. I enjoy running, honestly, just because of the mental thing and just it feels like therapy. But, like, a lot of motherfuckers don't like to run. But the greats, the ones that are really good at what they do, they run. And they push past that, too. They push past that red line to really get to where they want to get to. Floyd Mayweather, right? I don't know if you knew this, but when he would go to the club, he would literally run to the club and then run back home after the club. So he would go out, have a good time, maybe not even drink. He might not even drink, right? But he's there, right? He's having a good time, whatever. He will literally run home. How many of y'all are doing that? Nah, you're probably gonna take an Uber home or get a ride from a friend or even drive there yourself, right? You gotta maximize your time too. And that goes into what I was just talking about with the Floyd Mayweather. He got a run in even though he was having fun. That whole day might have just been for him to have fun and chill. But he said, nah, we're not doing that. I'm gonna run at least I'm gonna run back home and to the club. You know what I mean? So you just gotta break past that barrier of victimization and just weakness and comfort. You're not gonna get where you wanna get to if you're comfortable. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations and accept that, embrace it, and love it. Fall in love with the uncomfortable. Find comfort in the uncomfortable. Right? You're working out, maybe you're leg pressing, right? And your legs are burning, but your body can still do more. Mentally, you can still do more, but you stop because it hurts. Ew, it hurts. My legs are hurting. Hell nah. Stop that. Stop that little boy stuff. Stop that. Push past that, dog. You're used to doing 15 reps, do 20, do 25, do 30 if you can push yourself to that. Keep going until failure, bro. Because failure teaches us lessons. And failure is not a failure. Failure, quote unquote, right, is pushing past that block that you had set before already. You unleashed and unlocked a new level within yourself. Pushing past that. When things get hard, when things don't feel like they're going your way, keep going. Keep going. That's mental fortitude and discipline and self-discipline. Don't stop. No matter what you're going at, what you're doing, you're gonna face adversity at one point or another. Because the universe is gonna test you if you really want what you really say you want. And if you really want something you never had, you gotta do some things you've never done. And you gotta push past that adversity and stay consistent and disciplined. Don't give up. Keep going. Literally, UFC champions. You think those guys are there just because of sheer luck or talent? No, they're workhorses. I'm trying to workhorses though. They don't stop. They push past. I think the thing that might be hard, that honestly the thing that might be hard is you push past at one level, and then you got to push past the next level, and it's kind of hard to get to that point because you're used to pushing the red at that one point, and you got to go even further, and it's the whole thing, right? But they're workhorses. They study, they practice. They practice probably the same kick and technique and combo over and over and over. They practice all their tools. They do the things that other people don't do. They're not just focusing on one thing. They're focusing on their whole game and what they can do to do better. And look at their failures and look at the results of some things that they didn't like to get better. Don't be ashamed of your failures, quote unquote. Be greatness and keep going. Things aren't ever given to anybody, so stop playing victim and acting like somebody's going to save you and take what you want and what is really meant for you. Genuinely, that's really what it takes to stop being average. The average person, the average man, the average person, right? They're going to stay in comfort. Your competition. Now, I want to say this too. Prepare and expect that your competition is beyond where you're at right now. But 8 out of those 10 people are average. So you'll be pushing past all of them because they don't have that fortitude. I know you probably heard a lot of people talk about on like podcasts and stuff. I can't think of any specific names. Maybe Joe Rogan's definitely one for sure, but it's so easy. Alex Hormozy too. It's so easy to be great nowadays because society's full of so many weak-minded people. People are expecting just ease and comfort, and things are supposed to be easy just because how we live life nowadays. But you really want to achieve greatness, you gotta push past the comfort. That's no ifs, ands, or buts, right? You want to fight? You hate running? Run all the time. You'll love it at some point. Trust me, you will. You know what I mean? Your kicks suck. Work on them for a month straight. Just an example, but like, just focus on that type of stuff. Push past your limits. Even if it hurts and it sucks, it's mental. It is all mental. Your body listens to your mind. And the thing is with a lot of you people, and a lot of you guys, you let your body control your mind. Meaning like, you get lustful, right? Your mind, you let your body take over. Instead of having it the other way around, you get lustful. Your mind's like, nah, we're locked in, we're focused. I control this body. I don't need to go out here and beat my dick right now. I don't need to go out here and lust for some woman that doesn't even want me. You know what I mean? Whatever's really meant for you, and this is in all aspects, the universe will not deny what is really meant for you. But you have to show that you're worthy of it. That is a fact. So show your worth. Show the universe your soul and your spirit and how strong and powerful it is. And don't let this third dimension in humanity and humans, that human mentality is what I'm trying to say, dictate who you are, how far you can go. The power of the mind, bro, power of the mind. You dictate who you are. You tell yourself who you are. So if you believe you're a lazy piece of shit, you're going to be that. If you believe yourself that you're the greatest, you're going to be that because you keep telling yourself that. You're in your mind and you'll be like, okay, would the greatest pool player in the world not play pool every day? Of course not. He would play pool for like 5 hours a day at least, if not more. So keep that mentality wherever you want to go. Now, if you want to be average, you want to be mediocre, you want to cruise by, you're probably not watching this video. And 2, there's nothing wrong with that. But why do you want to stay stagnant? Why don't you want to keep growing? I feel like life is definitely about growing and leveling up in all aspects, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, and achievement-wise. Why do you want to stay stuck to where you're at? Doesn't make sense to me. You won't be able to reach levels if you stay in the same routine. But stop being mediocre, all right? You got greatness within you. Everybody has it. They just need to unlock it, grab a hold of it, and understand what it takes to really have it and beat it. All right. Send you love, light, and peace. Guayana out.